Welcome back, class. This video will discuss today's entrance ticket questions and answers, so please pay close attention so you know how to complete today's assignment, and feel free to pause or rewind the video as needed. So your first question for today is, what is scale? Scale is the size of an object in relation to another object. Now this word is commonly confused with proportions definition because you're relating one object to another and the whole. The key in proportion is the whole of one object. To determine scale, you must compare two completely different objects, and this is why. In the image on the far right, you can see this chicken that towers above this farmer in the landscape. Looks like he had way too many genetic growth hormones in his chicken feed, and he is a monster chicken. If I were to take out the farmer, this guy, the grass, the vehicle, everything around the chicken, and it was just the chicken, it would just look like an amazing drawing or painting of a chicken, just drawn largely on the paper. The scale would not be a factor. But when you compare that chicken, if you add any other subject, any other object, the chicken's scale is immediately affected because you are then comparing the chicken to something else. So when I now compare the chicken to just the farmer, the chicken is too big and the farmer is too small, so the scale of the chicken is too large. So again, it's very important to relate or compare one object to another. That is the only way you can determine scale. Just like on the far left, you can see these two people walking through this gallery, this large room, and when you compare them to the chairs and the table, their scale is much smaller than the table. The table is larger in scale, which is the opposite of what we would normally see, just like the chicken, unless you guys are watching some kind of funny horror movie where the chicken is attacking everyone. All right, anyway, so your follow-up question is, why is the scale of objects important in a still life drawing? Why are we even talking about this at all? And the answer to this question is that, and as it's noted in this photograph, you can see these green markings to measure the scale. When you're drawing an object in a still life, or you're drawing anything from life, you always want to compare one object to the other. So, for example, if I'm drawing this bottle here compared to this cup, I need to make sure my bottle is taller than my cup, because if it's not, if I made my bottle shorter or my cup taller than my bottle, then the cup might look like a flower vase, the bottle might look like a baby sippy cup. You always have to compare and make sure, okay, I have my cup here, that means that my bottle needs to be this much higher. So you should always be comparing the two objects, just like the definition of scale details, and you want to do that so that your objects can relate to be the objects they're supposed to be. So the essential answer to the question is that you want the objects to look like the objects they're supposed to be. So that's why scale is very important in a still life drawing. All right, that is it for today's entrance ticket. Please message me if you have any questions. I'm always here to help. At the end of this video, please put your answers in for your entrance ticket and submit it for your 2 points. And then you should then continue to work on your still life drawings today and finish the line detailing of your entire paper so you can start adding the value to each object in starting in the next class. So again, you guys should be finishing your line detailing of your objects today, and then start adding value in your next class as you learned about it in the last class, and you'll also be watching another video as to how to apply value to an object. So you should all be ready and well prepared for the next class when we do add that value. All right, guys, so be thinking about scale today when you're working on your still lives, and I hope you all have a good class, and I will talk to you all soon. Okay, bye, everyone.